Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back, Star Family. This pick a card is focused on singles. So for all you single people out there right now wondering who is coming towards you, what's on the way in love, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who. Well, maybe we might find out what it is that they do for a living, what their personality traits are, what maybe to expect upon meeting them, that kind of thing. So if you haven't had a chance to pick a card on the table as of yet, please go back to the very beginning of the video. There's a silent meditation portion there. Timestamps for that are in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. You can go to that part of the video, take as much time as you need to choose your card. And if you feel during that time that you feel led to pick more than one, please go ahead and listen to your intuition. I always encourage that, okay? So readings are timeless, so whether you watch them at the upload time or maybe a couple weeks, days, months down the road, it doesn't really matter. It's whenever you have it placed into your awareness and you feel that nudge to watch, there is probably going to be a message there for you. So keep in mind that when watching a love reading, roles can be reversed, flip-flopped, vice versa, interchangeable. There might be some things that would describe you. There might be some things that could describe more about your person. But if there's something that doesn't fit, I always say, please don't make it fit, because at the end of the day, it's a general reading and I can't possibly expect to connect with every single person that's watching. You all come from different walks of life, have different experiences and all of that. So it would be really impossible for me to connect for everybody. And I always say, hey, if this particular pick a card doesn't connect for you, have fun exploring my pick a card playlist. Explore, take all the time you want looking. There might actually be another pick a card reading there for you instead. And if it comes down to the fact that I might not be the reader for you, that's okay, because YouTube has so many other readers out there. I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who has the messages that you are looking for this time around, okay? So with all of that being said, family, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you here. We're gonna get right into stack number one. All right, stack number one, you chose this lovely little letter card, okay? I'm just gonna put that here just to represent the pile that you have chosen. Everything's going to be shuffled on the spot. I don't know why. I guess lately I've been doing that with the channel. I just feel led to just shuffle on the spot, not do any pre-shuffling, just give it to you the way it is from beginning to end. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We want to know who the heck, right? Who the heck is it? Who's coming towards you? Because there's got to be somebody out there. So who the heck is coming towards you, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some personality traits. And I have this deck here. Don't mind me. I have too many decks to remember everybody's name, to remember all their names. This is a personality trait deck, though. It does have shadow aspect as well as light aspected energies on each card. So we want to see who is that's coming towards you. In addition to that, I got romance angels. I also have angel answers, right, for maybe a timing aspect, okay? We'll leave that up to spirit to show us if there's a time frame, right? Now these cards, just so you know, there are timing aspected cards. There's also cards that kind of act more like a magic 8-ball, like yes, no, maybe so. And then there's other cards that just give a helpful message. There are other Doreen Virtue cards in here, okay, from a different deck that are timing. I figured they fit better with this deck. I'm not sure why the timing aspected cards were in that other deck, because it kind of seemed out of place. So I just put them in here. All right, just so you know. But let's take a look. Who is it that's coming towards you? Let's get a couple of these, because there's multi-layers to different, to people's personalities. They're not like they're multifaceted. People are multifaceted, right? Let's see. Who, stack number one, viewer, is coming towards you? Okay. I wasn't going to fight that. Let's see if we can get one more. Okay. Now we got 3. Wow. All right. All right. Okay. Look at that. Teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Shadow aspect. Manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. Okay. We have child magical. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, to believe the belief that everything is possible. That's beautiful. It says pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. And by the way, all of these are upright. I don't really read reverse cards, but I think the tarot is going to help us determine whether the aspect should be read in the upright or in the shadow, right? So it says King. Somebody could be a divine masculine coming your way, and that's not gender specific, because I as a female could have very masculine traits and represent as a divine feminine or divine masculine in my relationship, let's say, while my significant other could be representing as a feminine. Even a male could represent as a divine feminine. Okay, so it says enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Okay, so let's grab some tarot to kind of like clarify what's going on here, because these energies are quite beautiful, in fact. And if I read them just in the light attribute, I would be like, wow, this could really be a divine masculine coming your way. Somebody with a lot of wisdom, maybe knows what they want in life, maybe is very optimistic and sees the potential and the good in everyone and the beauty in all things, which would be amazing for you, stack number 1 viewer. But just to keep it real, let's see if we can get the tarot to kind of clarify this for us. Let's get 3 cards. Okay. Wow, we have the World, the Emperor. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. This is beautiful. All right. First of all, what's crazy is I was going to stop myself real quick before I kept pulling over the other cards and stop right here at the World to try to explain how this feels connected to the teacher energy. The World energy always represents like a major life lesson to me, a graduation or an evolved energy where you've paid your dues, you've learned your lessons in life, and it's just a matter of now elevating yourself to the next level of the game, right? It's kind of like that energy of crown chakra level reached, you know what I mean? I should probably make a shirt that says that. But it is kind of like that energy where, you know, you've been through things in life and you've come full circle. Really, it's a beautiful energy. And then the fact that this teacher card is here, it's kind of saying that whoever is coming into your life is going to be a grown person, someone who really has their head on straight, their spirituality game on point. They are not going to have trouble communicating, okay, the way that they feel. I would expect your person to have learned a lot in life in general, and then now being able to apply that knowledge to their everyday existence, okay? So it's kind of like they don't take any lesson for granted or any experience for granted, this kind of person. Okay, they might indeed be a teacher. Okay, they might be working in the educational field, or they might be a mentor in some way. I know, and there's a child energy here, so I can't help but think that maybe this person might mentor youth, okay, in some way, which is amazing. So I would say this person just has a lot to show for what they have been through in life, and I think they've come full circle in some way, and now it's like they've leveled up. So if anything, this feels like an evolved person, okay, that's coming into your world. They might also be overseas. We get that with the World energy, so they might not be from your country. They could be from another place, location, geographically, maybe even across, you know, the border, or across the states. If you're in the US, they could just be geographically in another location. You might meet them while traveling, that kind of thing with the World. But there's something about your person's energy, and what's crazy is we have the children here in the 6 of Cups, and then we have the Child card. It almost feels like this should be here and the Emperor should be with the King, right? That's kind of how it feels. It really does feel like these cards are clarifying. The tarot is clarifying the personality traits. So when I look at the Child energy, right, there is an optimistic quality that comes from this card. We have a 6 of Cups energy, which talks about a childlike nature. It talks about the inner child. And kids are naturally, they see the world through somewhat rose-colored glasses, right? Now, sometimes there is a strength that can come from never giving up hope on life and just the world. So if anything, your person has a very natural childlike quality to see the good in people, to see the good in the world, to hope for the best, as far as like, you know, a utopia. I want to say, almost say like a utopian society, right? They just see the beauty in life, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Not only do I see that, this person also could be a past life love connection with the Six of Cups energy. Now, this energy sometimes can talk about childhood wounds, and I think if your person has the world over here in the teacher aspect, they've definitely leveled up to heal their childhood wounds. So it kind of feels like when you meet them, they're going to be more than prepared to receive love, for the simple fact that they're not going to be as easily triggered. I think with this energy here, they have literally healed a lot of their childhood wounds and have leveled up and have become king material, okay, or divine masculine material, leveling up to the point of like they're ready to be a king in somebody's world. All right, we have the king energy here, again, enlightened. All right, again, the idea of leveling up with the world energy, learning life lessons and applying them appropriately. I'm sorry, honey, you gotta wait a second. That's my dog. So anyhow, the king energy is that, right? Benevolent leadership. The emperor is kind of emphasizing that again. The emperor is very strong. I'm getting the vibe that this person could be very strong yet sensitive, right? And it's that perfect balance between the two. The energy of the number 6 is an energy of balance. So strong, sensitive, like they're the type that would want to protect you but also be sensitive to your needs, you know, take you into consideration. There's a certain strength and stability in this person when they arrive. I think you're going to feel very secure with them with this energy here. Hold on, let me let her out. I'm so sorry. Hold on, baby. Let's go. Why'd you come in here in the first place? Okay, it's my little baby girl, my dog. One of them. I have many. So that's kind of what I'm feeling from this. As far as their personality traits, it looks like they're just going to be a very safe, secure, strong foundation. You know, as a number 4, you know, you kind of want a stable person. You want that security in a partner. You want to know that you can rely on them. I'm definitely getting that here from this energy with the king and the emperor. Your person could also be in Aries. And with the world card, I always forget, is it Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I think it's Taurus in the world card. If I remember, I'll put all the signs that are incorporated into the world card somewhere in the screen for you. Okay, but there's definitely this past life, I'm feeling an energy of a past life connection where it's like an instant recognition, that when you meet them, you're just going to feel an instant bond to your person. You're going to recognize them probably on an otherworldly, right? We have the world energy. On an otherworldly level. Not only that, I think when this person comes into your life, they might have something to teach you. You might actually have something to teach them. You might have some life lessons to exchange with one another, okay? But nonetheless, it feels like something that, you know, if somebody comes into your life with these qualities, I mean, I don't see how you wouldn't appreciate that, right? So I'm just getting the vibe of like, wow, kind of like being in awe of them. But it's also because, if anything, they've done their work, okay? They've definitely done their work in preparation for love. That's kind of what I'm feeling from this. So let's see if we can get a romance angels. Like, I'll just put it this way. This is a grown man. This is a grown woman coming into your life. This is not just, you know, somebody with immature qualities. This is somebody who, you know, when they're ready for love and they're ready to open up and offer that, okay? I'm just feeling the vibe of like, you know, sharing and giving with the 6 of Cups. So when they're ready to offer love and extend love to somebody, they're not playing around, okay? This is very secure, stable energy. Okay. So mature, right? They're mature already. So let's see if we can get a card here to kind of give us a little bit of detail in regards to this person who's coming towards you. Let's see. Okay, so forgiving and learning. Again, the idea of your person has learned. And then look, we have learning here, and then we have a teacher. So again, your person could be, I don't know, an educator somehow. Okay, they could definitely be an educator. It says, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Again, the idea that your person has learned, has grown, has leveled up in their own personal life. Maybe as a career, they have a position of authority. Again, we have the king energy. So I can't help but think that, you know, there may be a boss, or maybe they own their own business. Yet they have this lovely quality about them that just believes in the good of people and the good of the world. They could have a very nurturing quality as well. So I could definitely see them being an educator, if that's the case, or mentor of some sort. Business owner, maybe a very compassionate person in general. But yeah, they, like I said, they paid their dues. We see that here with the forgiving and learning card. They have literally leveled up in their life, and it's because they've been through it. So I kind of want to grab another one. So who's coming into your life? Let's see if we can get one more card to kind of understand your person a little bit better. And then we're going to get to the timing aspect of energies. Whoa, okay. So let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I can't help but think that you might meet this person via mutual friends. They might come across you in that way. Your friends might hook you up with a blind date or something. You know, I can't help but think that with this card. You might meet them in a social setting as well. In a public place, right? Oh, hold on one second. Let's see if we can get romance angels, or no, not that's angel answers. I'm sorry, angel answers, to see if we can get a timing aspected energy here. Now, like I said, we may or may not get a timing card to see when this person could be showing up into your life, but we could get maybe just a helpful message if we don't get a timing card, or kind of like a magic 8-ball. So we're gonna ask Spirit to give us maybe a timing aspected card, but if that doesn't happen, we'll get something else. So let's see. Okay, remain positive. All right, so like I said, we may not necessarily get a timing aspected card, but we got that. So this is basically saying, hey, don't worry about it, just stay positive. This kind of grown-up person, evolved person, somebody who's going to match you spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, is on their way. So just stay positive. Let's not focus too much on the timing aspect, because the universe knows what the right timing is for you, and it will always deliver accordingly. Okay, so this is really beautiful. I really do like this energy as far as the person coming into your life. Again, they could be an Aries. They could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and if I'm correct, Taurus. But it just feels like, if anything, this person is going to be somebody who wants to nurture a relationship. You might meet your match. Like, if you're spiritually ready to connect with your divine feminine or masculine, I think that is who is on the way. Trust that this person is going to be really secure in their dealings when it comes to love. They're trying to build a foundation with the Emperor energy. It doesn't feel like they're ready. They're looking to play around. They've learned, they've grown. Again, this energy over here, they've healed their wounds, as I said earlier. You know, forgiving the past, you know, with that 6 of Cups, definitely healing those childhood wounds, if anything, will release a lot of the triggers that a lot of times will hinder relationships upon meeting. But it does feel like your person has already done their work and leveled up. So trust that when they arrive, they will be indeed ready for you. Okay. And again, like I said, you might meet them through mutual friends. Okay. So stay positive about your love life because it looks like somebody special is on the way. I'll leave you here, stack number 1 viewers. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe as well to support this channel, and so that way you never miss a video. Click that bell for notifications because I upload often. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. It's just a matter of checking me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you can book a reading whenever you're guided to. Okay, so much love and blessings to you. Take care and keep shining. Stack number 2, you chose this card. Okay, I'm just going to put that here. That's basically just going to represent the pile that you have chosen for your reading. So we're looking at who's coming towards you. We want to find out about this person, what they're going to be like. Maybe we can find out even when. Okay, this is the Angels Answers deck. This does have timing aspected cards. Also, there are positive, or I don't want to say positive cards, but just like helpful messages. Okay, helpful messages in here. But then there's also cards that are like yes, no, maybe, like a magic 8-ball, right? And then this deck right here is also from Doreen Virtue. These are timing cards that I threw in with this deck because for whatever reason these cards didn't fit the deck. To me, they didn't fit the deck that they originally came with, so I felt it was I guess a better match to throw them in here because there's timing aspected cards in this entire deck. So I figured we'll grab that for last to see when this person could be coming into your life. I also have personality trait cards here that do have light and shadow attributes, so we'll get to find out what their personality may be like. And then obviously the good old romance angels are here as well. So let's go ahead. You know what? Let's start with this, right? So stack number 2. Let's see. Who is it that's coming into your life? Maybe we can find out when. Get some insight into their personality. Maybe what they do for a living. You know, that kind of thing. All right. Stack number 2 viewers. Who is coming into your life? All right, let's see. All right, it says Samaritan refines your capacity to help those who would prefer to ignore. And then it says exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So there's a light and a shadow attribute. What I'm going to do is use the tarot, right, to kind of verify these cards. All right, let's see. Priest facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. All right. And a virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, right? And fear attribute, fear of intimate union. We also have, let me see, what does that say? Violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. All right, so interesting. Well, right off the bat with the virgin energy, I'm getting the vibe that this person might be single or they might be single for a while. Okay, maybe the last time they were in a relationship was a while ago. And with the priest energy, sometimes you get the vibe of celibacy that comes from this energy. Okay, so with the virgin and the priest, it could be that maybe your person is the type of person who has perhaps taken a vow of celibacy, maybe didn't want to get involved with anybody sexually until they met the right person. Technically they could be a virgin, or they could just choose to be celibate because, you know, throwing your spiritual energy around like that might not in their eyes be conducive to their growth or what they envision for themselves, right? And sometimes when people also have been hurt, you know, they don't want to give their energy to anybody, so it's usually by choice sometimes when people back off of having intimate relationships. Because it's like it gets them too involved, right? And you can make yourself vulnerable and get hurt in some way. So that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up already, right? And the Samaritan energy is, you know, a good energy. Like your person's just an overall good person. But let's see if we can get some understanding from the tarot in regards to what else is going on here. Maybe get a little bit more confirmation about what this person is going to be like. 3 card stack number 2 viewers. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, which is crazy because we have the Priest energy here, which pretty much is the Hierophant. Could be a Taurus energy, okay? So because this really falls ridiculously in line with the Priest, the Hierophant, one and the same, I'm going to put that there. All right, we have the Judgment. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's pretty stunning. Okay, so in regards to your person, I feel your person, again, this is kind of feeling like, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of feeling like stack number 1. Because the Judgment energy is an awakening energy, right? It's an energy of freeing yourself from the past, not letting the past hold you back. It really is a rebirth energy. And it's kind of like that awakening. It's also a transitionary energy. So, and you know what, it kind of reminds me of what I said in the beginning, where it's like, you know, if you've been hurt before, you know, sometimes you choose to stay single, you choose to be celibate to protect your energy, to prevent yourself from getting hurt. I'm kind of getting that feeling from the Judgment. Like, it could be that your person was somebody who has recently, okay, this person that's coming into your life, they have recently let go of a lot of baggage with the Judgment, okay? When you have the Judgment energy come into your life, it's an energy of liberation and freedom. Okay, you lift yourself up out of the dark and you shed a lot of things that would weigh you down normally. That's why it's in rebirth energy. It's a transformative energy as well. And it's also transitionary energy. So it kind of feels like recently your person, when they come into your life, they would have done a lot of healing to release triggers, right? Triggers, like I mentioned this in the first pile. There's triggers that kind of, you know, hold us back, or things that hold us back. And it's like releasing that baggage. The Judgment is the energy where, you know, the people, you see them coming out of the casket, right? Coming out of the dark. And it's that kind of feeling from the Judgment. And that's why the Sun is there. They've had their wake-up call. They've done a lot of healing. They've done a lot of growth. They've freed themselves from things that would weigh them down. So I can't help but feel, like I said in the beginning, that your person might have done a lot of work and might have recently shed maybe an old situation, an old relationship from their life, and they've done a lot of work on themselves. Okay, the Samaritan energy, it says refine your capacity to help those who would prefer to ignore. So your person could be a person who likes to volunteer and give their time instead of putting their time into relationships. They might put their time and energy into being a productive citizen, maybe helping others in some way, maybe doing missionary work, especially with the Hierophant and the Priest. They might be focused on their spirituality. They might be into church. They might do missionary work through, you know, church services. They might just be somebody who takes time to volunteer to their fellow man. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy here. And maybe they have shed a lot of the past, right? And healed by doing so. A lot of times when we direct our focus, right, in a certain direction, it can be very cathartic and healing. And it does feel like your person is very spiritual, so you might have that in common if you are a spiritual person too. It does say facilitate spiritual commitment, serves as a channel for spiritual energy. So it kind of feels like your person is just an overall spiritually in tune person. They might volunteer their time to the collective in some way. Maybe they find healing in doing that. And I feel that your person has, so don't be surprised if this person, when they come into your life, they tell you that they have been celibate, or maybe has not, or they have purposefully not been in a relationship by choice, okay, by choice, in a really long time. They've been devoted to other things. Consider that the Hierophant energy is very much devoted to a cause, right? Like I said, they've volunteered their time to other things. Now, when you meet this person, you might find out that this person has maybe perhaps traditional values with the Hierophant energy. Again, when they go to invest their time and energy into, and I say time and energy because of this pentacle here, when they go to invest their time and energy into someone, they're not looking for just a fling or one night stand or a flirtation that's not going anywhere. What they want is somebody who's going to commit, right? And that's the Hierophant energy. They definitely want a traditional relationship. They want commitment. They might want marriage. You know, Hierophant does talk about that kind of energy. And when they do give their all to somebody, they're very much devoted, right? This talks about vows and promises sometimes, and the things and people and the causes you devote yourself to. So very traditional person, very devoted, very committed. They don't take relationships lightly. And with this energy here, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, there's definitely tangible energy here coming through, where what they offer, okay, what they offer is going to be sincere and something based in reality, like something real, okay? They're not looking for a fling. They're not looking for a one-night stand. What they want is something real that has the potential to grow should they invest in it. All right, so the kind of relationship they're looking for is something they can invest in for the long term. Remember, the Ace of Pentacles is the very beginning, initial stages of something that eventually wants to level up and become the solid security of a Ten of Pentacles, right? So that is the open door. That is the blessing, and that is like the potential that this situation has with that Ace. It has the potential to actually become something secure and solid. And when this person comes in, it kind of feels like they'll come into your life somewhat unexpectedly. They're going to show you something real, all right? And I'm feeling that from the Hierophant. They're going to show you something real and tangible, maybe something that you haven't experienced in a while. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, but it does feel like it could be slightly intense, okay? Because of the level of their seriousness. And I guess I'm feeling that from the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles together. But this feels like a spiritual blessing when they come into your life. Maybe even a spiritual union from these three cards. These cards are very spiritual to me. This talks about an awakening. This talks about your wisdom, your growth in your spirituality. So again, your person is highly awake, okay? And what they offer, when they offer it, and the way they come through, it might feel very intense because of that, but what they offer is something sincere, okay? Again, they have maintained themselves in a pure way, all right? They don't want just any kind of love. If they're going to bother to invest in love and devote themselves to someone or something, it's got to be for real. So it almost feels like I want to say to you, number 2 viewer, if you're not ready for that kind of intensity right off the bat, I'm not sure, like, if you're not ready for that level of commitment, like, they're looking for marriage. Like, this person, when they show up, they're looking, because I always look at this like an engagement ring or a house, okay? So when this person comes in, they're going to be very serious. So you would have to be ready for them that way, because they're not looking to play around. That's kind of what I'm getting for this. It's quite intense, okay? You might feel an intense spiritual connection to them as well with the Judgment and the Hierophant. But it will feel, I don't know, that Ace of Pentacles for whatever reason is feeling like something unexpected, that you're not 100% maybe prepared to receive. But when it comes through, you're going to recognize it as, or you're going to recognize this person as like 1 in a million. That's kind of what it feels like. But this is definitely new energy coming through, but one that is sincere and based in reality, okay? So let's see if we can get romance angels energies. Let's get a few of these to see maybe a little bit more of the dynamics of this connection. Two cards, please, for stack number 2 viewers. Okay. Oh, look at that. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And that's kind of what I was feeling like from the idea that this person could be really intense, right? Their energy, when they come in, like I said, a spiritual connection, it can be intense off the bat because I think your person has probably gotten to a point in their life where it's like, nope, everybody's off the table. I don't want nothing to do with nobody until the right one comes through. And you might indeed be that right one. So let's see if we can get another card from the Romance Angels, or indeed a soulmate. Highly intense is what I'm picking up in all seriousness. So again, they might have been saving themselves for the one by choice. Okay, I'm not necessarily saying they're a virgin. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But they definitely have been saving themselves, working on themselves, devoting their time to their own growth in many different ways, contributing to a cause, highly active maybe in society and in volunteerism, or in the way that they distribute their energy, you know. I don't know why I'm getting the vibe of, I know I don't like see like a Two of Pentacles here, but I'm kind of getting the vibe that your person could like to dabble in different things, or like to work or have different jobs because they enjoy a multitude of different I guess activities. Or I don't know why I'm getting the vibe that they're just, I don't want to say they're all over the place because that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's more or less they're just a highly active person. So they like to make sure they're always busy and doing stuff. But this stuff, whatever that they entertain themselves with, whether it's volunteerism or having multiple jobs, it brings them joy, okay? It brings them some sort of fulfillment is what I'm picking up from this. All right, so let's see. That almost wanted to fly out. Let's get one more card. Fact number 2, viewers. Is that it? Okay. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Well, we do have this energy here, which is the Judgment, right? And I was kind of getting that vibe that they had let go of a lot of things and were focusing on themselves. And maybe that's why they devote their time to, you know, activities and, again, directing their focus to other things besides relationships, because they were doing it as a means of perhaps getting back control of their life, right? So that doesn't surprise me that this energy is here. Okay, but when they come in and you meet them and you encounter them, they would have already gotten their life on track, it kind of feels, with this energy that we're seeing here. And I think the Judgment is, you know, kind of confirming that. Okay, they've already freed themselves. Again, freedom and liberation is what I said with the Judgment card earlier. And here we have that card. Again, transitionary energy, so they've been through major changes already in life. To put them on the path that they've been on, kind of feels like they've been saving their energy as far as romantic energy. They've just been putting that on the back burner for a while, so don't be surprised, like I said, if you meet them and they, by choice, have chosen not to get involved, right? So let's see if we can get a timing aspected card. Again, I can't say for sure that one will come through, but there are a lot in here. Let's see what we get. Stack number 2, viewers. Maybe we can see when this person is coming through. They are indeed a soulmate, okay? Woo! All right. Look at that. Peaceful resolution. Interesting. I almost want to grab another one. I know this card talks about everything working out, right? For the highest good of us, everybody in any situation. See if we can get one more. Whoa. It says wait. All right, so what this is telling me is that there may be some time, right, that there would be to wait before this person comes through. I could also see this as they might make you wait upon meeting them, right? There might be some sort of wait before they're ready to get involved in a connection upon meeting. But again, it's because of the seriousness of their level of commitment. So again, I was getting the impression that some of you, you know, you're going to have to be ready for them, right? But this is saying this will all resolve itself, but there may be a waiting period of some sort, maybe a waiting game that the universe has, because the timing could not, maybe the timing isn't fully ready for you guys to kind of maybe meet, right? But this meeting, it's saying it'll resolve itself, it'll all work out in a peaceful, I almost want to say like in a way that's good for everybody. Kind of, I don't know why I'm feeling justice energy. Like in a fair and just manner. Everything will resolve itself eventually. I just feel like this card is saying it may be some time before you actually unite with this person. Again, the idea that your person could be celibate and maybe not want to engage in intimacy, and that could be what the waiting is about. And this is kind of feeling like there may be a solution to that. You might find a common ground or a solution to that wait that they might make you, or they might ask that you wait for them. So you might have to find a solution to that, but it feels like no matter what, it'll work out. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how this is applying. All right, it can apply in regards to the delay. Maybe there's some things that have to resolve themselves first before you end up meeting, and that's why there's a little bit of a wait of a delay and a delay. But at the same time, I could see it as, okay, well, when you do meet them, they might make you wait because they have chosen to be celibate, and you might have to find some resolution to that issue if, that's not exactly what you were anticipating. Okay. So stack number 2, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know. Oh, real quick, you know what? A soulmate, wouldn't a soulmate be worth waiting for too? I mean, if this person really is a soulmate coming into your life and they have certain values that they might want to make you wait for, that might be worth it, right? Yeah, so anyway, like I said, if you feel like this is connected for you, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification as well so you never miss a video, and also it helps support this channel. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you can book a reading at any time. So much love to you wherever you are. Take care. Stack number 2 viewer, and be safe. Stack number 3, you chose this card here. I'm just going to put that there. That's basically just going to sit there as a representation of the reading that you chose. We're looking at who is coming towards you, right? If you're single right now, maybe you don't have any prospects, whatever the case may be, maybe you want to know, what's on the horizon as far as who is coming towards you in the future. This is the reading for you. So we're going to start with some personality trait cards. I also have good old romance angels, obviously some tarot here. Tarot is going to clarify the personality trait energies. The reason why it's necessary to do that is because there are light and shadow attributes in this deck, so we kind of want to know what what the dynamic is, what you'll be dealing with. And then we want to take a look at angel answers. This is a timing aspected deck. Not only does it have timing cards, so we might find out when, no guarantee though, because there are other cards besides timing in here, so you might get a yes, no, maybe, which kind of acts like a magic 8-ball. And you also have cards that have helpful messages. Okay, there are other cards incorporated in here that are from the same person. This is a Doreen Virtue deck. These cards are from Doreen Virtue as well. This comes from, I think, the Fairy Messages, and for whatever reason, the timing aspected cards in the Fairy Messages deck doesn't really fit in the Fairy Messages deck. So what I've done is I've kind of threw them in here because timing and timing cards kind of, I feel, belong together. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see who it is that is coming towards you. Stack number 3 viewers. For singles, let's see who is coming towards you. Maybe we'll find out their, what they're like, their personality will be like, their values. Maybe we'll even find out what they do for a living. Okay, let's take a look. See if we can get a few of these. Okay, I want 3, and that's actually 3. All right. So We have a student. It says humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. We have the shadow attribute. It says arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. We have mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. And then it says smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Then we have healer, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. They might be an alchemist, right? An energy alchemist is kind of what I'm getting from that. And then it says taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. Okay. And then we're going to go right into the tarot to get a little bit of insight into this. So let's see. Stack number 3. Viewers. Who is coming towards you? Who's coming into your life? Okay, what was that? All right, we have the Justice energy, so somebody could definitely be a Libra. Okay, all right, we have the Wheel of Fortune and another card over here slipped out. All right, we have the 8 of Pentacles. All right, let's take a look. So as far as who is coming into your life, we're looking at possibly Libra energy. I've already said that. Also, what I'm picking up from this 8 of Pentacles is somebody who is hardworking. Right? I'm not saying negative energy, so I mean, not to say that they couldn't, right? But I was hoping that if I'm not hoping that somebody has negative energy, obviously, but if there was negative attributes anywhere along the line for whoever's coming towards you, I would expect the tarot to show us that and confirm it. Because technically I don't read reverse cards. So I was relying on the tarot to give us any negative twists if they apply. All right. So what I'm picking up from this is that your person might be a healer. They might be a light worker themselves. If you're a light worker, so then this would be like, you know, kind of like 2 peas in the pod. Your person might be a light worker. They might be an alchemist, an energy alchemist. They also might be a student of some type of healing art. Okay, they might be a medical student. We have the student with the healer here. So I can't help but think that they could be a medical student. Maybe even a pediatrician. I guess I'm kind of getting that from the student, the mother, the mothering energy, which is a nurturing, caring energy, you know, maybe dealing with children. And then we have the healer. So there's a little bit of, I could see a little bit of that here, where your person could actually be a medical student. They could be studying to be a pediatrician, maybe even a veterinarian, because, you know, taking care of animals is a very nurturing quality. Taking care of children is a nurturing quality as well. And a healer in a sense that they work to care for others. Your person could even be, could even work in a nursing home, you know, like that kind of thing, where they just have a natural tendency to want to care for others and heal them in some way. They might work in the medical profession to take care of people, and they just have a natural nurturing quality about them with the mother energy here. And then the mother energy does talk about having patience, right? Having patience and taking their time with people, maybe just understanding and having a big empathy and compassion for others. They have a desire to learn. Okay, so this is really definitely talking about like their personality traits. So with this energy here, it's like a desire to learn. They have kind of like a thirst for knowledge is what I'm picking up from this. They might even study law, okay? Even medical malpractice is what I'm getting from this. The justice energy with the healer and the student, they might study to be a lawyer, or they might be a lawyer that deals with medical malpractice, okay? Because the justice card does talk about law and order. They might be a law student. They might work in, I don't know, they might be a police officer or work in the law in some capacity, maybe work even in a courthouse, right? But whenever you get the justice card, the energy of the justice is all about fairness, truth, right? Keeping things balanced in a balanced way, where it's like where things are out of balance, they want to bring them into balance. So they really, a lot of their energy is emphasized on I almost want to say reciprocity, and anything that would bring balance to a situation where it's out of whack, right? They're always trying to maintain equilibrium in all aspects of their life. So it kind of feels like they're very good at balancing work and play, balancing love, right, relationships and career. So even though they might be a very busy person in regards to how heavily they focus on their studies or focus on their career or whatever it is that they are nurturing right now, because it does feel like as a student they're nurturing a career of some sort. But even though they have, right, a lot going on in their personal life towards their personal goals, with the Justice cards is basically telling me that they know how to keep a healthy balance. So if you're concerned about meeting somebody who doesn't have time for you, I'm not necessarily seeing that as this kind of energy. I think this person would make time for you. They have a way of naturally balancing the different aspects of their life. They're a very upright person. They have integrity with the Justice energy. So they're going to want to always do what's fair and what's just for everybody involved in a situation. They're very hardworking, like I said before in the beginning here with the Eight of Pentacles. They put a lot of love and effort and intention towards the things that they care about. They have a natural passion, right, to want to help others. They probably give a lot of their time and devotion not only to the things that they care about, but their hustle, okay? So hardworking energy, their hustle, and they also put as much time as they would give to their work ethic, they would probably give that to the person that they care about too, from the looks of this here. I'm getting the vibe of like no stone left unturned, okay? They go out of their way. That's kind of what I'm getting. They go out of their way to help others. But I also feel that they know how to keep a healthy equilibrium here before they stretch themselves too thin. Okay. So I'm getting the vibe of a nerdy quality. All right. So intelligence, you might like an intelligent person, a very studious person. An intellectual, that's what this feels like. So your person has a desire to learn. They always have their nose in a book. They might be a bookworm. What do they say? A house without books is a house with no windows, or something like that. That's kind of like the vibe of your person. They like to read. They like to learn about everything that comes up of interest. They want to dig into it. They want to find out more. But it's all just their personality type, okay? Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm kind of like, I'm going to what I was felt drawn to first, but right now I want to dig into this because this is all about change and transition, okay? This is where I feel that there is a serendipity, right, attached to the way that you will meet them. You might meet them in a workplace, all right? A serendipitous turn of events is usually how the Wheel of Fortune is, and the Wheel of Fortune behaves that way. This card shifts things in a way where it's kind of like you have to surrender. You kind of have to let it do its thing, because you don't really know you don't really know what direction it's taking you in. But nonetheless, it does have the word fortune in it. So we have to give it a little bit of credit in the sense that even though it may be an unexpected turn of events, it might take us, in one direction where we were planning on going in another altogether. It might flip the script on us in some way. But when it does that, it's really just trying to direct our path. So I'm feeling like this person, you might bump into them just randomly, out of nowhere, out of left field, out of the blue. It could be in a work situation, all right, where you meet them. You could maybe even have a coworker introduce you to them. You might be getting a healing service provided by them in some way, and that's how you might meet, okay? But it's going to happen when you least expect it, is kind of what I'm feeling from this. And it will set off a certain turn of events, right? I always say life is a beautiful chain of events, because one thing leads to another, to another, to another, to another. And it's only hindsight when you look back on everything that you can see how it all unfolded and got you where you were, right? Or where you are now. And that is that kind of energy of the Wheel of Fortune. It's a number 10, so it's a cycle. There's something that's coming to a close in order to allow for something new to come in. So think about how something falls off the wheel in order to make room for something new to enter your life, right? We have to make space for new things. So this person, when they enter, it will kind of seem like out of the blue, and you might question, whoa, like, where did this person come from? Like, where have they been all my life? Like, I don't, it's almost like this feeling of, I wasn't expecting this, right? But I would say, and I don't know why I'm getting the word, your person might have some ambitions, okay? And I guess it's just because of their work ethic being so hardworking, so studious, and so passionate about what they do. They really care about what they do and what they involve themselves in. That kind of energy is very motivated, right? Because they want to accomplish goals. So they have a lot of goals in life. If you're looking for somebody who has a goal for themselves in the future, this is your person. But I also see them as, again, wanting to put effort and energy into the things that they care about, because they're looking to build themselves up for the future. Okay, they might have a lot of talents and skills, and they like to put those talents and skills to use. But I could also see this energy as somebody who really will devote time, love, energy, and care into the things that they're passionate about. If it's not their studies, if it's not their work or career, or what they're learning about this time around, then it's definitely about the people that they love too. Again, the idea of the mothering energy, where it's very fluid that way, right? They have patience, they have a lot of love to give, and it just really feels like an overall balanced person. Okay, so let's see if we can get Romance Angels, and I'm going to pull a timing aspected card, because maybe we could find out, when this person is going to pop into your life. Again, they might be very spiritually in tune and connected, so that might be something that you guys might vibe on together, which is nice to see with the healer energy. I don't know why I just heard of acupuncture, so maybe you might end up, seeking out an acupuncture, or getting acupuncture, or having somebody recommend acupuncture to you, and boom, there you go. There's your person. Even I'm also getting the vibe of like maybe physical therapy. Okay, they might have healing hands. That's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up from this in some way. Maybe practice the healing arts, maybe even Reiki. You might go for a Reiki session and bump into somebody while, getting a Reiki session. That's kind of what I'm feeling from this energy here. But if it's not in the spiritual healing arts in some way, then it is definitely maybe somebody who devotes their time to caring for others, healing others. They might be a student of, something medical. They might work in law enforcement in some way. They might be a lawyer, all those things. But they definitely have their focus is on their studies, and they just have a very good work ethic. Okay, so no scrubs, right? Like TLC. TLC, I don't want no scrubs, right? Like I'm a 90s teen, so that song, like big time, was a popular thing when I was a kid. So that's kind of what I'm feeling like. This person has goals, okay? And if you're looking for somebody with as much goal and ambition as you have, then, you met your match. So let's see if we can get 2 Romance Angel cards to give us... Okay, wait, hold on. Justice energy just told me, basically, I just heard, it's possible for some of you out there, if you're not a divorcee, then your person, okay, might have recently gotten out of a divorce or something with the Justice energy, okay? And this Wheel of Fortune is indicating a shift in their life because of that divorce, okay? And they might be working and focusing on themselves, healing themselves, focusing their energy on their career, maybe because they recently got a divorce with the Justice energy and they're experiencing shifts and changes in their life. And it could be that's maybe why you haven't met them as of yet, right? Maybe they weren't spiritually, emotionally, physically available, and now the universe is kind of putting them in your path serendipitously because, they're finally out of this situation and now able to make their way to you, right? So, okay, let's get into the Romance Angels. Let's see if we can get 2 cards here to kind of give us more information on this situation. So I like the energy of this person for sure. All right. Let's see if we can get 2 cards. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. 2 cards exactly. Ooh! Wow. Look at that. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, and I did mention that, didn't I? The timing wasn't right. Maybe they had to get out of this situation here. If there was a divorce or a previous relationship, they had to cut that off and get out of there in order to make room for new energy to enter, right? They're going through a major shift. And maybe that's why they haven't made their way into your life. They just weren't physically, emotionally, spiritually at that stage yet. So divine timing, absolutely. Look at that confirmation. And then look at that, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Well, heck yeah, that's amazing. Stack number 3 viewers, right? That's freaking amazing. Heck yeah, this person definitely has their ish together, right? Let's see if we get a timing aspected energy here from Spirit. Maybe we can find out when this person is coming into your life. We do know that it is a matter of divine timing because there's certain things maybe that have to work themselves out with the Justice energy and the Wheel in order to put them on the path into your life. But let's take a look. If we can get a timing aspected card, that'd be great. Oh, look at that. Big happy changes. Okay, so no timing card, but that's okay because look at the shift. Right? The wheel is bringing change, a wheel of change, right? And we have here big happy changes. So that is freaking incredible. Stack number 3 viewers. That is beautiful. It's basically saying this person, when they pop into your life unexpectedly, it's going to set off a chain of events. Like I said, life is a beautiful chain of events. But they're going to be big happy changes, right? That it initiates upon meeting them. So stack number 3, I'm going to leave you here. This is your reading. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell for notification to support this channel as well, so that way you don't miss a video because I upload pretty often. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you can book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So much love to you wherever you are. Please be safe and keep shining. Stack number 4, you chose this card here. I'm just going to put that right there as a representation of the reading that you have chosen. We're going to be looking at who is coming towards you, right? And we want to know whatever we can find out about them. If you're single right now, you don't have any current prospects, you might be looking at, who might be coming towards you in the near future. This is then the reading for you. We're going to be using personality trait cards. These cards do have light and shadow aspected energies. So if anything, we're going to take a look at, what's going on with them, who they are, what they're like, maybe what they do for a living. We'll get some confirmation as far as what aspects of those cards we should be focusing on. The tarot is going to help confirm a lot of that. We got romance angels as well that we will be using, and then I have angel answers. I kind of wanted to see if we can get an idea of when. These cards do have timing aspected energies in them, so we might find out when this person is coming, right? So just so you know, this deck is a little unique. It has timing aspected energies. It also has yes, no, maybe type of cards. It also has cards with helpful messages on them. So I can't guarantee what we'll get, right? Because I'm shuffling on the spot. But there's a good chance we might get some timing cards. Now, I have included in this deck as well, or in this pile, other timing aspected cards from the same maker, okay? Fairy Messages Oracle has timing cards. I threw them in here with the angel answers because for whatever reason, the timing cards in this deck don't really match the deck it came with. So I figured, you know what, they felt better suited to the angel answers. I threw them in there, okay? So like I said, I don't know what we'll get, but maybe we can find out when. So let's go ahead and get into this for you. Let's find out, stack number 4 viewers, who is it that is headed your way? What are they like? Maybe what do they do for a living? Personality traits. All that's going to help you know what to expect, right? Let's see if we can get 3 cards. Okay. We have Rescuer. It says, provide strength and support to others in crisis. acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And then it says, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. All right. Like I said, I'm going to clarify with the tarot. All right, we have a hero, heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment, escapism, and a false sense of heroism. Okay. Oh, okay, Don Juan. It says spotlights your positive seductive qualities. It says using the power of romantic attraction to private agendas. All right. So your person right off the bat, okay, might be a charmer. But considering that these other cards are here and they feel more positive than shadow, it could be that there's a good side to that. So I don't know. Let's see if we can get the tarot to maybe confirm some things for us, or see what we should be looking at, right? What aspects we should be looking at, whether light or shadow. Plenty of negatively attributed cards in the tarot to help us get a feel. All right. So let's see. Let's get 3 cards for whoever is coming towards you, whoever this person is, stack number 4 viewer. Let's get some clarification, confirmation perhaps. All right, we have the Fool. We have the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And we have the 2 of Rods. All right, so I almost want to say be careful. Maybe be careful. Because the 5 of Pentacles is kind of giving me the vibe of the hero or the heroine in a negative attribute. The Fool to me is neutral. So I don't know why I'm getting the vibe that maybe somebody wants to be rescued by you. Maybe they play the victim sometimes. Okay. And this energy is kind of giving me the idea of vacillation, right? The 2 of Wands is an energy of being at a crossroads. So sometimes with the 2 of Rods, you got to sit with yourself and make up your own, like make up your damn mind, right? Like that kind of thing with the 2 of Rods. And with this energy over the Don Juan, it kind of feels like your person, whoever this person is, can't make up their damn mind, okay? When it comes to love and relationships. And they might play the victim card, and I'm saying that with the 5 of Pentacles and this, like they're looking for somebody to rescue them, right? Over here, it kind of feels like they might have a tendency to play the victim, right? But it might be because with this Don Juan energy, there's some inconsistencies with them, all right? Now, right away, this, you know, if it was me and I got this pile, I'd be like, heck no. Okay, keep it moving. Let's keep this moving. No, I don't want anybody like that. However, this could be a heads up, okay? Like a forewarned is forearmed. So just because stack number 4 probably isn't the best quality kind of person, it's going to warn you. This might be a warning to you ahead of time. So when you come across somebody like this reading might ring a bell for you. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, I remember I picked pile 4 in that one video. Yeah, she was trying to give me a heads up that somebody like that might try to come my way, right? So this is more or less like, I feel a warning. This could also be somebody you already know. Maybe somebody you left out in the cold with that 5 of Pentacles, possibly. Or somebody who ghosted, or you might have ghosted them, or they ghosted you in some way with that 5 of Pentacles. So if they're going to try to come back around, you know what I mean, and try to wine and dine you or put on the charm, yeah, there's still an energy of inconsistencies. That Fool energy is an energy where it's like, okay, you know, sometimes when this comes up in a love situation, yes, it can talk about taking a leap of faith with somebody, wanting to go all in, right? Jump all in head first into a situation. This person might have the tendency to do that, like to jump into relationships with the Fool. But at the same time, it can be an energy where it's more or less where they're not taking a relationship quite seriously enough, right? Where it's very carefree, lighthearted. They're not really trying to solidify anything because it's the Fool. It's, you know, he takes leaps of faith. Sometimes he does it carelessly. Sometimes he is a fool and he just doesn't think before he acts. You know, there are those negative attributes to the Fool themselves. So it kind of feels like the idea that I'm picking up from this is that this person could have a tendency to just like jump into relationships without really thinking them through, but yet when they jump into them, they're never really consistent to kind of lock down a relationship and make it last. Okay, we have that Don Juan energy here, a wine 'em and dine 'em. They fall in love easily, but they, as quickly as they fall in love, they fall out of love too, you know. They probably switch up love relationships as often as they change their freaking underwear. You know what I mean? I'm just putting it out there. I'm not feeling this in a positive aspect. I hate to, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, I can't sugarcoat what I see because I'm not really feeling anything positive coming from this, especially with the Fool. It's an energy that's just sometimes too lighthearted. Rose-colored, right? Rose-colored glasses sometimes as well. And it says here, they might be a little needy too. They have a needy quality about them. They might be clingy, like stage 5 clinger-ish, possibly with this energy is kind of what I'm picking up. I'm getting also the vibe of attaching and then detaching just as quickly, while also leaving their person kind of hanging. They might come in to try to save the day, right? Jump in and try to save the day. But then detach just as quickly. Like, it's almost like wanting to play the vibe of, oh, I'll be your knight in shining armor, right? Don Juan, and then the hero or the heroine. But then it's not solid, okay? The Two of Rods is an energy of indecision sometimes. You know, it's an energy of making a decision, choosing your path. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I choose A? Do I choose B? It's like, which way am I going to go? And it's at that pivotal moment where it's like, you kind of have to figure out what you're doing. You have to sit with yourself sometimes and figure out what the heck you're doing. But considering that it's on top of this Don Juan situation, your person can't really figure out what they want. So again, that's where I'm coming up with the idea of inconsistent. They might jump into relationships thinking it's a good idea. They might see, you know, somebody who's vulnerable and jump into that. Again, looking to play the hero or the heroine. They might want to jump into rescue you. They see you in a vulnerable position. So again, this idea here is a forewarning. Just be cautious of anybody who, while you're in a vulnerable position, right, when it comes to love and connections, okay? Because you don't want them to abandon you as soon as you start to form feelings, is kind of what I'm feeling from this, okay? They have a very nice charm and charisma about them, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like they can hold it down, okay? And that's just me being straight up honest. So let's get the romance angel here. Don't shoot the messenger also, okay? I'm just reading what I see. So let's see if we can get 2 cards here to help us understand a little bit more about this type of person. Okay. Yeah, see what I mean? Playfulness. Boom. Right there. Fun, flirty. Yeah, they're just trying to have a good time, right? That's why we have that Don Juan energy. They have seductive qualities, so be careful, right? They can put on that charm real good. It says, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Yeah, they have a charm about them. They might be really good looking, too. They might get all the ladies or all the gents, right? But definitely saying, recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This is fun, flirty energy. They're just trying to have a good time. I don't think they're as serious. That playfulness is that energy of the Fool, right? They're not as serious as they could be. Let's grab another one and see. Again, they're too lighthearted and carefree, too playful. They're just looking to have a good time. Don't let them catch you when you're vulnerable is kind of what I'm feeling from this. Okay, so stack number 4, if you pick this, again, this feels like a warning or just a, you know, a heads up, so that way you don't find yourself in this position falling for somebody who's not looking to stick around. They might have a track record of jumping in to save the day, right? And then like leaving as soon as it gets hard. And I say that because of the 5 of Pentacles, which is an energy of challenge. And it's an energy also as a number 5 of things that are unpredictable and unstable. So your person doesn't really have a stable bone in their body. And I was picking that up with the 2 of Rods over the Don Juan, okay? Whoever this person is. All right, so you get one more, please. One more. Okay, so it says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I would say, I don't think this is your soulmate. Okay, if you're in the process of calling in your soulmate as we speak, okay, this might be one of those situations where you end up getting a feeling of a, what is it? Like, what do they say? Like a false twin, right? You have, okay, I'm just going to put it this way. Remember when I said that you might find yourself vulnerable, right? And they might come in and pounce on that with their energy. If you have been manifesting a soulmate, right, you are technically in the position to receive because you're putting that energy out there. And you are putting the energy out there, so therefore, as you put it out there, people are going to be attracted to you, all right? You put that energy out into your energy field, naturally it's going to attract things and people to you. So I am feeling like you are in the process of attracting a soulmate probably as we speak, but as you're attracting the one, okay, the real soulmate to you, you might be attracting a few frogs in the process. And I don't think that's unheard of or unusual. But I almost want to say, just don't be misled, because this person might put on the facade of being the one, but they might actually not be the one that you and the divine are working in conjunction with to bring into your life. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. And I say that because I'm seeing that 5 of Pentacles, I'm seeing the inconsistencies, I'm seeing that playfulness and the Fool together. It's not a serious energy to have. And the other cards are kind of confirming this. So I don't know, let's see if Spirit will give us something here, maybe a timing card, maybe not, but we'll leave it open to them, you know, Spirit to deliver what it wants to share. So let's see. Okay, I also want to say, don't get distracted. Okay, this person might put on a good front, a good game. They might have game, but don't get distracted, because your energy's open, and that's why you're attracting all kinds of fools. Okay, all kinds of fools at the moment. Let's see. Oh, okay. What do we got? What do we got? Oh my gosh, I'm a little scared. Aha, look at that. Communicate clearly. There's a desire to understand intention with that. When you communicate and you're talking to somebody, this is basically saying, you know, you're trying to figure it out, right? So you're going to have to, I'm hearing, you're going to have to grill this person, right? Whoever this is, they put on the charm. And if it almost feels really good, like almost too good to be true, communicate with them, all right? Communicate, maybe grill them a little bit to really get a feel for what they're about, all right? There's a need to communicate. When you run into this person, I don't know, I almost want to say, what is it that what they do when they take people in for questioning, right? Like, that's kind of what this feels like. Like, that's something you might have to do. Put them in a room, like those detective shows, you know, where they sit somebody down or suspect for questioning. Like, that kind of is what this feels like. Put them through the ringer a bit. Ask them 50 questions, a million questions. What's your favorite color? I don't know, what's your favorite movie, right? Do you have a favorite quote, a book that you like to read? You learn a lot about people when you ask them random shit like that. And have you ever heard an animal? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. God forbid, no. But it's like that kind of thing. Where were you on the night of so-and-so on a full moon on a Tuesday at 3 p.m.? You know, like that kind of thing. That's what we're looking at here. That's the kind of questioning I'm talking about. Like dig a little bit by asking. You want to get to know everything about them. Put them on the spot if you have to. Like literally, spotlight, right? Bring the spotlight. Where's this? Do you see? You know what I mean? Like put the spotlight on their face. Like that's kind of what this feels like. There's a need to kind of learn about them, and you're going to learn more about them daily through communication. And through that communication on the daily is how you're going to find out what their intentions are. But don't be fooled, because I really do think as you are attracting your true soulmate, you don't want to get distracted from your true soulmate when every kind of fool is trying to throw themselves at you, you know, too. So I wouldn't want that. And real quick, I was getting the vibe a little earlier, and I didn't go too much into it, but somebody from the past maybe that could have ghosted you could be trying to jump into your life again, but it's the same old, same old. They're, you know, if they were inconsistent before, this person is just as inconsistent now. So I will leave you here, stack number 4. I hope that this indeed has helped you, maybe giving you a heads up. Don't be mad at me, okay? So sending you much love wherever you are. If you feel this is helping connected for you, you know what to do. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification to support this channel as well, so that way you never miss a video, because I do upload often. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. Check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you can literally book a reading with me whenever you feel guided to. So much love to you again, wherever you are, and keep shining.